Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is Ziki, and I'm doing very well. It's a Tuesday, so I just want to share with you some of the news headlines of today. And okay, so the first story that we have is coming from Malawi. You remember yesterday, for some of you, I shared a video where it was showing a Chinese man in Malawi exploiting children, making the children to sing and that, and everybody was waiting to see how the government of Malawi was going to respond. So, taking to Twitter and also talking to BBC Africa, the Minister of Gender, Disability, Children and Social Welfare, Patricia Kaliati, said that Malawi was not happy about this whole situation that happened. She described it as an insult to the Malawian nation and said that they will not take it lightly anyone who exploit children. And she said investigations have been launched, and well, we are just waiting to see how everything is going to play out, okay? Because this documentary is undeniable. There's confessions on the video, so it's really undeniable. So let's just watch to see what is going to be happening to that story and what is going to be happening to that Chinese man. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to Zimbabwe. President, okay, before we go to the present, Register General's office said that about 110,000 e-passports have been issued since the launch about 6 months ago. E-passports are now being applied in Bulawayo, Lupane, Wange, Chitungwiza, and Murewa. So they say technology, brings easy things. Okay, so these are the passports that have been issued so far. And a lot of people, they've been complaining that passports were taking long to come out, the previous passports that we had. But now, with the introduction of e-passports, a lot of people have been saying it has been going on pretty well, okay? It has been okay for now. So they've now launched, in different cities. Initially, it was only in Harare, but now we have seen that they've added more cities there. We are seeing Bulawayo, Lupane, Wange, Chitungwiza, and Murewa, and we are hoping that they're going to add more and more cities, including my own city. Okay, great. Okay, so again in Zimbabwe, we know elections are coming in 2023, and there's been a lot of register to vote. So President Mnangagwa has also called on citizens to register to vote to defend the hard-won freedom. He has said everyone should register to vote so that you can protect and defend, the hard-won freedom in Zimbabwe. So in other words, they're saying you need to register and vote for the ZANU-PF. These words were spoken during, his speech at the just ended National Cell Day in Kwekwe. Okay, so register to vote. Okay, he also made the same sentiments when he was opening a registrar office in Rewa. So that's all. Okay, register to vote. As a matter of fact, on that issue, I am thinking of, I've been looking for speakers who can come so that we can discuss the importance of voter registration, voter, participation, and voter education. But yeah, as soon as I find a speaker, we're going to be bringing them out here, and then we are going to be discussing this together. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, CCC, Triple C, or Citizens Coalition for Change, the Johannesburg branch is going to be launching, and they're also going to be joining South African youth to commemorate June 16th. And also, I'm going to pose a question to you. How significant is June 16th? What can the youth of today learn from that incident that happened that is commemorated on June 16th? Let's hear from you, okay? Let's move on. Now, okay, when it comes again to the issue of contention here in South Africa, 5 Zimbabweans, 1 Mozambican, and 1 South African were arrested for allegedly stealing cables and transformers worth about 2 million rands. I mean, we know these issues of cable thefts have been rife in South Africa. We also saw how it caused loss of life in some suburbs. So it's really a serious crime in South Africa, not even in South Africa, but everywhere. So we saw these people being arrested. And like I was saying, anyone who is caught on the wrong side of the law needs to be punished. So these ones have been caught, and we hope the law is going to take its course. Okay, let's move on to Botswana. In Botswana, we saw the president of Botswana say that they were going to donate about 500 elephants to Mozambique to help Mozambique's tourism sector, and also to benefit the ecosystem, brotherhood, sharing things. So they're going to be sending in about 500 elephants. And also it's good for Botswana, because if the elephants are too many there, it's not also good for the ecosystem. So by distributing them in other areas is actually very, very good. That is another headline coming from Botswana. Now, again, we come back to Zimbabwe. There are about 50 companies which are in trouble for deducting money from people's salaries and wages, but failing to pay that money in the relevant retirement funds. In other words, they're just deducting money. Workers are just saying that their monies are being deducted for their pension, for their retirement funds. But unfortunately, it has been discovered that that money is not being sent to the relevant, retirement funds or pension funds offices. Okay, so that is very, very serious. Imagine you're working and all you know is that your money is being deducted, and when time comes for you to have your money, they say no, nothing has been given to us. You don't even have your records there. This is the same thing about the UIF in South Africa that we were talking about the other time, when my sisters from South Africa were saying that money is deducted, but unfortunately some companies or some employers, they don't send this money to the relevant offices, and who loses at the end? It is the worker. So you need to check up on your retirement funds, okay? Okay, so the beautiful city of Harare has been ranked in number 4 most expensive city in Africa. Oh, wow. Also, Johannesburg was at number 5, Pretoria number 6, and Gaborone in Botswana number 7. Number 1 is Dakar from Senegal. And these rankings, they say they're based on the cost of living index. And this data is found on statista.com or other, data research centers, okay? Oh, my city, I don't know. Okay, so in Blawayo, the city council, was in the news recently because some women were complaining that they were refusing married women to buy housing land with no affidavit from their husband. They said they needed consent from the husband for the wife to be able to buy property. But now the city council said, no, we don't demand those things. Women, married or not, are free to buy property. They are free to buy any housing stands on their own without any affidavit or any consent from anyone or from even the husband himself. Okay, so people needed clarity on that because it was going to be very, very difficult. Imagine you need to buy property and then you need to consult your husband. Hey, I need this. And then they'll say you need to bring an affidavit, such kind of things. It was a drawback, but we thank, the city of Blawayo for coming out with this clarity. Okay. Now, as we finish these news headlines, in passing, I just want to talk about the AFCON qualifiers. I sometimes do, soccer analysis, and I follow soccer very much, okay? But what happened to Sao Tome against Nigeria was something else, guys. It was beaten 10. How can a team score 10? Is it netball? Are they playing netball? Tough luck. Tough luck to Sao Tome there. Anyway, so let me see. I came across this question on Twitter, and I decided to bring it out to you so that we can ask it here and then we can answer it together. Is it true that female brand ambassadors are hired for their looks, while male brand ambassadors are hired for their creativity? Let me know what you think about this. I think if you are chosen to be an ambassador, they would have seen something in you. Okay. Brands want to associate with themselves with good things. Okay. So if someone looks at what they are looking for in their brand as a company, so be it. But what I've noticed is that they will take you for what you bring to the table. Okay, substance. Okay, it's not only about the looks. You might have a looks and still not know nothing. If it was all about the looks, then we would have seen everyone in the street there becoming a brand ambassador. It's not like, I don't think it's really like that. Yes, looks play a very, very important role, but it's not all about looks. This is all I can say. Anyway, so this is all I had for you. And until I come back again with more stories, and tonight we might be coming out live again. Until then, goodbye.